What you can do, I need.
Thinking when I'm driving. I'm not sure if I'm the only one, but I tend to think quite I tend to think very creative when I'm driving. You know, a lot of people say their ideas come when they are in the shower. Mine tend to come when I'm driving. The message for today is, don't be sad when people try to minimize, try to make you feel small in society where you probably are based. The more they make you feel small, the more God will elevate you. If you look in the Bible, the story of David and his brothers, in the book of 1 Samuel, when the prophet Samuel is anointing the next king of Israel, he goes to the house of Jesse, the house where David lives, you know, and David's father magnifies his elder brothers and minimizes David, like he doesn't even exist. To the point, prophet asks him, "Are these all your children?" And Jesse then had to be honest, and they're like, "Yeah, I do have another one, but he's taking care of sheep. He's looking after the sheep." As if looking after a sheep meant nothing, right? It's a very trivial, very minimized job. Like, what would you want to do with somebody who's busy looking after the sheep, right? What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another video. So today the video is inspired by Car Chronicles. So you would have seen my earlier video. It got cut off. I got stuck in, I don't know what happened. Actually, I do. My battery was low. So I'm gonna finish the message here. When you are navigating through life, especially in today's society, you will always find someone in your circle who wants to minimize your existence. It may be in a family environment, it may be your circle of, I don't know, whoever, that may try to make you feel like you don't mean anything. So you're in good company. Have you heard of a man named David? King David. David became a king, but at this particular story in 1 Samuel, he was just a shepherd boy. He's just a son to Jesse. He was just a guy who just hanged around, right? Meanwhile, David is out here, you know, conquering lions and bears. David is busy. So the lesson for today is, don't be discouraged when people want to make you feel small. It's a human thing. You might as well. You might also be doing it. But you are justified, right? There probably is a reason out there for why you're doing it. Don't be sad if you are currently in an environment or in a season where people want to make you feel small. Making someone feel small is reminding them that they don't have what they have, or not included in whatever inclusion. I've lived long enough to realize I am so happy, and I saw this meme the other day, leaving an introvert out of things. A lot of you thinking you are wrecking us, you're wrecking our lives. When an introvert gets excluded, they don't even notice. And I was like, that is so me. I don't even notice. And there was a time when one of my associates, one of my team members was like, "But didn't you see they were talking about, didn't you see, why didn't you?" In my mind, I'm like, what are you talking about? Because I have such limited capacity to care about things that don't care for me or that don't mean anything to, like, I am so strict when it comes to my energy and where I extend it to. Then I don't even pick up when people are trying to throw jabs at me, as an example. So in this particular story, David's father didn't mention David to Samuel because David was just David. David tended to sheep. And Samuel was like, listen, my boy, this God that I serve is saying, is this your only son? And Jesse was like, well, we do have another one. He is somewhere tending to sheep. Have you ever felt like you are somewhere, you're someone who's tending to sheep? Nobody even cares to call you. Nobody even cares to update you. Nobody even cares to inform you. You are just someone that is just tending to sheep. You busy doing small stuff. You know, small stuff is relative. David is out here conquering lions and bears, right? So I want to encourage you, because we know how David's story goes. David conquers Goliath in the next chapter or two. David is the one who gets rid of 10,000 while Saul is only doing 1,000. David is the one who becomes the king of Israel. David is the one who is the man after God's heart. That minimized young man became something big. You are in good company if you are currently feeling like you mean nothing in your situation. God is a God of the underdogs. God is a God of what seems good in the world. I flip it and I change it, okay? I encourage you, if you are probably laying in your bed, you are sitting in your couch, you are drinking your hot chocolate, or you're drinking your matcha, whatever you're drinking, and you're just feeling sorry for yourself. You're lamenting, you say, why? Let me encourage you today. You are in good company. You are in good company. Have you also heard of a man named Nehemiah? Nehemiah was torn. He wanted to rebuild the walls of Jerusalem. And the enemies of that time, Toya Belt and Sanbelt, was like, who is this person trying to rebuild the walls of Jerusalem? And they tried to make fun of him. And then Nehemiah was like, listen, my boys, the God that I serve will make me a success. And you, my chummies, you losers, they still God's children, but they know what you will not have a share in it. And I am declaring today, those who are minimizing you, let them. You are triggering something in the economy, in the cosmos, in the heavenly realm that is saying she's in good company. He's in good company. And I want to encourage you, if you probably can't see this right now, your mind is not able, you're not able to see what I'm saying. And David encouraged himself in the Lord. There were so many times where David could have been discouraged, and he had every right to be. But David was a man after his own heart. Read the book of Psalms. See how David pours out his dilemmas, his feelings of being left out, his feelings of betrayal, his feelings of loss, and so much what was happening in David's life from the time he was a young man. Look at how in the book of Psalms he laments that whole experience. So cry out to God. Cast your burden unto the Lord, because he cares for you and me. Okay, we used to sing that song in Sunday school. Cast your burdens onto Jesus. I think it was something like that. Yeah. So you are no less than King David. You are no less than Nehemiah. Take charge, my darling. You are in good company. What the world minimizes, God magnifies. Because God's economy is not man's economy. Have an awesome day. Bye.